Hello everybody, welcome to Here I Learn Chinese Facebook page. This is Niuniu, your old friend. Yes, I'm here again and doing something a little bit different.
Your old friend, did you hear that, guys?
A little bit different than usual because usually Tuesday I do a live stream myself. I do it during the mornings, and I think most friends from let's say we're near United States, that area, the time would be a little bit more suitable for them during the morning time. But today I am in the studio with Tony here,
yes.
and we're doing a live stream in Beijing time afternoon. So 北京时间下午啊。
下午
afternoon,
right? Yeah, I knew that one.
So how's a Tuesday live stream for you, Tony? How'd you like it?
Well, my clock is a little off. I feel a little bit, a little tired, but I mean, it's always great to be here, and every time we start talking, I wake up because I'm learning new words, or I'm making mistakes, so.
Yeah, you can do both. You can, it's okay. I do that too. Sometimes when you're learning, you make mistakes. It's only natural. We say, in Chinese, there's a saying, 闻过则喜. 闻 is listen to.
Yeah.
过 is 过错, mistake. 则 is then. And 喜 is happy. So if I hear someone pointing out my mistake, I will be happy because only then I would be able to improve myself and correct the mistakes and be better.
But that's not really the way it goes, right? I mean, if you make a mistake, doesn't that make you feel bad?
Yeah, normally human nature would make you feel bad, and that is why we have the saying telling you that from a logical, rational point of view, actually you should be happy. Because, well, of course, if you would not change, if you would not correct the mistake, there's just like no way up for you. But if you are willing to change, you are willing to change the wrongs, change what you let's say missed or
you can grow. You
can grow. So 闻过则喜. I think it's a very fun and very reasonable
it makes sense.
Phrase that makes really good sense.
I'm just teasing.
You are. You always are. You are a hoot. Well, every time when
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Every time I say that, you crack up.
It's a little before your time, I think.
I know. That's why it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so just like when I'm learning English, I come across a lot of fun sayings. Some of them are really old. Some of them
just don't
too
work
young.
at all.
Some of them don't work at all. I am happy with all of them. So maybe you can bear the spirit when you're learning Chinese. Do the same thing. Be, let's say, fun and be spontaneous.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It'll work for you as well. And as always, we are live streaming on Here I Learn Chinese Facebook page, and we are live streaming on our YouTube channel, which is, let's say, something that we're promoting right now. So please go search for Learn Chinese for Fun or with fun. Just search for Learn Chinese and find the one with our logo, with the Han Chinese character logo. That's us. Find us and follow us on YouTube. Please do that. And we are posting a lot of fun stuff there.
All the time.
All the time.
Yo-Yo and Niuniu are always doing some really cool stuff to check out.
Oh, thank you. And when I'm doing really, really cool stuff, I will include Tony. Like the New Year concert.
Every now and then. They'll include me every once in a while, you know.
I'm just selecting the best for you, you know. Okay, so I'm saying hello to many of you there. I'm saying hi to Enzo, saying merci. Merci.
Oh, is that French?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think merci regarde. Thank you, see. I'm not really sure if you're saying you're happy to see us here, but
S-I?
I'll take it that way.
Is it C like S-I?
Yeah.
Oh, that should be like yes.
No. No. It's French.
Oh.
And it's literally like thank you and look or see. The translation. Not really sure, but thank you for sharing. And we have Marathi, Ni Hao to you too. And Ola to Canada, Surreal, Gap. Ola from Mexico.
Hola.
Ola to you too. And yes, hello Diocio or Dionisio saying hi, hello to you too.
All right.
And our friend and colleague Gao back in the office have already posted I think it's the address of our YouTube channel. So yes, please click on it and follow that. It will be very helpful to us. Yeah,
awesome.
and as always, of course, if you like the live stream, please like and share and comment as much as possible. That helps us a lot as well.
Helps us get better with the show, and also it adds some flavor, to get a global response to what we're doing.
Exactly. At the same time, I'm saying hello to Shiwa Cody. 您好. You're very nice, using the very polite you, 您.
Oh, okay.
Hello to you too. 你好,你好,非常欢迎你. Very welcome.
Very welcome.
You. Yeah, 非常欢迎你. Very happy to see you here. I know it's the afternoon time in Beijing, but probably for a lot of our friends online, it is actually late at night or really early morning, so it might not be that convenient, but still we would appreciate if you're here. We would appreciate you sharing the live stream to your friends on your timeline so that more people could be reached out and enjoy the live stream.
Okay.
And for live streams, even though we do a lot of different forms of, I'll say, sharing and teaching, like everything blended together, it's hard to give it a definition.
Or chatting, or just
chatting. Yeah, we do a lot of those things, but I think live streaming is my favorite form, because when we're doing this, we are able to talk to you guys, say hello to you, and you can tell me where you're from, what's time there, what are some fun things that has just happened to you.
And it's a lot better than just cutting, and if you make mistakes, it's like, okay, let's shoot it again and go back and make cuts here and there. Live stream is just one go.
One go.
If there's mistakes,
and you laugh at those.
Yep. Just wing it. Keep going. It's pretty awesome.
The interaction part I really enjoy, so I hope you guys can enjoy it as well. So I hope you can leave some comments and questions so that we can answer them. And also, this live stream is a little bit, just a tiny little bit different than other ones.
How so?
Because this is for the making of Takeaway Chinese, a podcast show.
I see.
So there will be roughly 15 minutes that we, talk to each other, ignoring you a little bit, but please be patient and listen to the conversation, because we are teaching Chinese here and we're learning, different phrases and words and everything. And after that 15 minutes, you get to have your questions answered directly by us. And another little part, like 20 minutes, 10 minutes or so, we can talk again. So it's like...
Yeah, it's a language learning. So we're just going to be, going over expressions. I'll probably ask a million questions, or questions that you may be thinking.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, there's the interaction. So we'll just be going back and forth. So yeah, stick with us.
And if you want to laugh at Tony, it works as well. If he asks questions for you, like you're thinking, what is that? And Tony is asking exactly that question. You'd be happy to, to have someone on your side. At the same time, if Tony asks, not very smart questions, you can laugh at him and get related. And you would know that learning is a process.
It is.
You can't just always be right.
I make lots of mistakes, especially with the tones. And, I think if you're with us a while, you know that the tones are a big challenge for me. So yes, we love the feedback, and also if you have anything funny to say about Honglin, you can share that too.
Say that too. I love them. Okay, so let's have a final shout out of our friends on Facebook, and then we'll start recording. During the recording, please continue to ask questions. I will answer them as soon as the first part of Takeaway Chinese, the language sharing and teaching podcast, finishes the first part of the recording. And okay, let's say hello to Teresa from Cape Town, South Africa. Happy to see you.
Right.
南非啊，南非。
南非.
South Africa, 南非.
All right.
And we have Hosu or Chou saying, 你好，你今天怎么样? How are you today? How are you today, Tony?
我很好，但是累. Like, how do you say I'm good, but I'm a little 有点累.
Yeah, I'm thinking about shooting a series of video, or actually one video, showing you how to say different degrees of things. For example, if you want to say 我有一点点累, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, a little
我有一点
tired.
累.
Because in English we have a million like responses like, hey, how are you doing today? I'm a little annoyed, or I'm a little tired, or I'm hungry, or I mean, there's so many expressions or feelings that you can have. So
Yeah, in Chinese, the same thing. Just have to learn all of them.
yeah, you gotta learn all of them.
Yes, so I'm thinking about talking about how to say different level of tired. I can say I am tired, I'm a bit tired, I'm exhausted, I'm totally, I can't, something like that. Just make sure you follow my personal page. You would be able to get all that. And we have a friend from Niu. We have Shamrat from Nepal. Niu, Nepal. Niu.
Okay.
You can learn that. Niu. Perfect. Niu. 你好，你好 saying 祝大家中午好 Happy noontime for all of you.
Do people normally say happy noontime?
People don't say happy noontime. You can say 下午好.
下午好.
下午好, good afternoon. And also, I think a funny thing is that because most people work regular hours, so if you get into the office, you would say hello to people and say good morning to each other. You would say 早啊 or 早上好, good morning.
Or just 早.
早, perfect.
Right.
But even if you run into someone in afternoon, you don't normally say 下午好 to them because it's considered that both of you have been in the building for, you know, a little bit longer to say hi to each other. At that situation, even if you are only running into this person for the first time in the building, you would, instead of saying 下午好 good afternoon, you would say something like 哎，好久不见 haven't seen you for a while. 最近忙吗? Are you busy recently?
你吃了吗?
你吃了吗? How's lunch?
They always ask you, have you eaten? And at first I thought that it was so caring. I was like, wow, no one's ever asked me if I've eaten before. It sounds like it's so
genuine.
Yeah, genuine, personal. But actually it's just a way. It's just a greeting.
It's a greeting. Yeah. Yes. So what I'm saying here is that morning is more common in your daily life in, let's say, colloquial conversations, and good afternoon is something you will hear in official, very, let's say, in a business setting, speeches. So if you're giving a speech, you have to say, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. So, of course, 下午好 is also important. It's just not that common in daily conversations.
So as a foreigner, I could say it and people will probably snicker and smile, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's
Tiny
okay.
little bit.
I can live with that.
Ooh, okay. And let's see what are some other messages I am shouting out to. We have Hoshu saying early in France, 在法国, enchanté.
Enchanté.
That's nice to meet you, right? Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to say that. And the Christian is here saying 你好牛牛高小树 all the team. And of course, I'm here to support my bad tone buddy Tony.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
that's
you guys
awesome.
are like best buds already or something. For the wrong reason, but
love it.
I appreciate the relationship, the friendship, but you know, wrong reason, guys, wrong reason.
Bad Tone Club. You guys listening out there? There's a Bad Tone Club. You can
Don't join
us.
the club. Don't. And also, Aaliyah.
There's more members than you think.
Well, that's actually true. Aaliyah saying hello from San Antonio, Texas.
Texas, all right.
Do you know how to say Texas in Chinese?
Texas in Chinese? Nope.
德克萨斯.
That doesn't even rhyme, or that doesn't sounds nothing like.
Texas, 德克萨斯. It's really close.
Say it again.
德克萨斯.
Oh my goodness.
德克萨斯.
德克萨斯.
Yes. And we have Yeshi from Niu saying 下午好, 下午好 to you too. And Giovanni saying 你好牛, how ya doing, Tony?
How you do, Giovanni, right?
Yeah, Giovanni.
Yeah, doing pretty good. Thanks for joining the program.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining the program. And I suddenly realized that, Tony, your shirt matches with the color of the wall really well. Looks really...
Oh, really? Can you see me?
It's really nice.
Am I invisible?
I didn't mean that. I'm just saying they match in a really fashionable way. I like it.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And I'm saying hello to Tariyal, saying hello, madam. Ooh, very, very happy. Good morning. Namaste. Be careful with health. Yes, of course. That's, yeah, still a thing.
Did she call you madam?
Yeah.
Madam. I like that. I'm gonna have to bring that up every once in a while.
Yes, and Mac saying hello, Niuniu and Tony. Mac, you changed your profile photo again. Love it. And WA from Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Yeah, Sri Lanka. Yes. So thank you guys so much, all of you here joining the live program. Thank you so very much. And like I said, we are going to get into the recording of the show. Today we are talking about getting ready for holidays, for festivals actually. So 准备, prepare or getting ready or plan for. Just do some work so that you can have a better, well, just, you know, prepare. I realize I'm explaining prepare in English. It's just
yeah, just say getting ready for the festival.
Getting ready for the festival.
Yeah.
And we have different, I'll say, customs, different habits of doing that. And I think the fun thing is after a while, you realize that when you're preparing for festivals, the gist is basically the same. You buy stuff, you buy material,
and then you stay up and you work and work and work in the kitchen until you fix all of these dishes for people, and then you have to clean it up. It's a pain in the neck.
It's a fun thing to do. It's celebrating. And that is why we are discussing that
Captain
today.
Optimism over here.
I am. I have to say I am. And when we are doing the recording, I would love to know what is your, you know, must-do preparation step before your major festival in your culture. So please share that in the comment area. And we are getting started in the recording of the podcast Takeaway Chinese. Okay, let's do this. 你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin. Joining me today, Mr. Tony Reed in the studio. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Niu. Guess we are preparing for New Year, right?
Yes, we are exactly doing that, and I love it when you put it that way. Okay, so the New Year, the Chinese New Year is literally around the corner.
And for those who missed that, her last name is Niu.
Exactly. So we say Chinese New Year is a new year, but it's for this year also the year of ox, which is Niu in Chinese. Yeah. So it is the year of the ox. So in Chinese we say Niunian, and the word game Tony just played is saying it's Happy New Year, Happy Year of the Ox, also a new year.
So it's Niu Honglin's year, y'all.
It's my year. It's going to be awesome. And preparing for festivals can be fun. What are some things you do when you prepare for your festivals?
Well, festival in the States is a bit different than here in China. I think the closest approximate is probably like the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And for that, obviously, you got to buy presents if you celebrate Christmas. And then Thanksgiving, you got to buy a whole bunch of food and, you know, prepare it probably a few days in advance. That way, when people come, all the food's ready. So it's a lot of, it's not admin. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's a lot of, you know, you got to collect a lot of different food and spend a lot of time.
I think it's really similar in China when you're preparing for the major family holiday, which is 春节, 春节 Spring Festival, or Nian, the traditional Chinese New Year.
过年, right?
A lot of purchasing have to be done. And a lot of, you know, buying new clothes and preparation has to be made.
You have to buy new clothes, or?
Well, we'll discuss it in today's show.
All right.
So for our dear listeners, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get a grip with the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us for 30 minutes and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway. Ooh. And if I have just scared you, all of you guys, very sorry about that.
Including me?
Yeah, it's
like,
much
what?
louder than expected, but you have just heard the swipper of the show. I was trying to mimic the final product of the show.
She was trying to wake me up. It worked.
That too, and hopefully it worked. And at the same time, many of you have again joining in. I'm very happy to see that. We see 你好你好摄影老师谢谢你 You're very very welcome 不客气不要客气我应该谢谢你 I should be thanking you 我应该谢谢你 Since you know you guys are here and for you you're always here making me very very grateful and namaste to Tariel as well. Ooh, he's saying hello sir, good morning, have a nice day. He's talking to you.
Oh, well, hello to you too, and thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure to hear all these greetings and warm hellos.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're also saying, please come to India for a tour. It's a very nice, beautiful place.
Oh, I'd love to. I would like to eat everything that's there. I love Indian food.
Yeah, I would love to visit as well. For these past year, I think traveling, especially overseas, has been something that's really hard to achieve for us, for most of us.
Yeah.
But with the vaccine in place, with more and more people getting to understand how important it is to protect themselves as well as others, I think the disease would be eliminated from our planet sooner rather than later. So yes, overseas traveling would be back again, and I would love to visit India.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to. That's one place I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yes,
very
so very much looking forward. And we have Christian saying, "I'm always hungry. I'm ready for all the festivals." Yeah, I have to say, especially for Chinese people, or I think it's the same thing. It's universal. Everyone.
Everybody gains a little bit of weight.
Everybody loves holiday food.
Yeah, it may not be the best for you, but it sure tastes good.
It's not healthy, and sometimes when I finish let's say 30% more proportion of dumplings that I should have, I'm just so happy and tired. Very, very sleepy. I'm very, very tired.
It puts you in a food coma, huh?
Yeah, we love that. Food coma. In Chinese, we say 罪犯.
罪犯.
罪犯 is actually criminals.
Criminals.
The pronunciation of it. But 罪 is get drunk. So if I say 我喝醉了, you're saying that I've already drank too much. I can't anymore. I'm gonna have a hangover or something tomorrow. I can't have more alcohol. 我已经醉了。醉了. But 饭 we know is food. So people jokingly say that 我醉饭. I would get drunk on food. So food coma. I think it's the same idea.
Okay.
Yes. So that's that. And very beautiful from a friend name I do not know how to pronounce, but thank you so very much. Say hello to Yo-Yo 我最喜欢她. I will let her know that you're the big fan, the biggest fan of her.
Crazy Yo-Yo, yeah. I'll let her know too. She's
crazy in a, not crazy way. It's just happy.
Depends on who you ask.
And we have Kadi saying 您好老师，您的教学汉语真的很好，我最喜欢学跟您，谢谢你，希望你可以总是能学到一些东西。有时候我们讲的内容会稍微有一点简单，有时候又会有一点点难，但我们希望可以在每一个课程中，不同的朋友们都可以有所获得啊。Sometimes I think different people have different perspectives. For some of our friends online, what we talk about might be a little bit too difficult. For some others, it might be too simple. But I try to include at least some cultural points, some fun stuff to talk about, so that even if it's just too easy for you, you can always also still get some culture points from the conversation. And I hope you can always learn a little bit of something. And Happy New Year from Chin. Thank you so very much for that. And 大家好 from Fody. Koi saying so excited. Thank you. And Fody saying 新年快乐, Happy New Year. 新年快乐 to you too. Yes, 新年快乐. Very happy to spend the traditional Chinese New Year. But I have to say, we say 新年快乐 mostly for the Gregorian calendar New Year, and we say 过年好 for traditional Chinese New Year. 过年好.
What about 春节?
春节 Spring Festival.
Okay.
Yes, so Spring Festival would be the traditional Chinese New Year, of course.
Okay.
And Christian saying, learn Chinese, boss, give many 红包 to the amazing team. They deserve it.
Yes, that's
Bosses,
right.
check this out.
Hong Wen, that's time to ante up. Give us the Hong Baos.
I should have a screenshot of this precise comment and show it to my bosses.
Yes.
I have many of them, by the way.
恭喜发财.
Yes. And thank you guys so very much for liking the live stream. This is Niuniu with Tony here in the studio. For this show, we record a podcast, but with you watching every step of it, and in between the recording, like what you're seeing right now, we would interact with you guys online so that we're able to answer your questions, and you can ask anything you want related to Chinese language or Chinese society, anything related to Chinese. After all, it is the Learn Chinese page.
Yes.
And if you check out some of the previous comments, you will be able to find the YouTube channel of our team. Many fun stuff there as well. Please follow the YouTube. Well, please subscribe the YouTube channel. If you like the live stream, please like and share and comment, and let me continue to say
and
who is with us.
No question is too easy. Be sure to ask any question you like.
Any question.
It'll be fun.
Yes. Hello to Koi Zhao Zheng Yi Chucks. Thank you so much for being here. Ma'am Lowy saying 好久没看了. Haven't seen you guys for quite a lot of time. Yes, we are very happy to see you here. And we have Wa Shiran saying, we have our New Year in April 14th. We call it Shihalis and Tamil New Year. We have many traditions when celebrating. We have to buy gifts like new clothes for elders and loved ones. We have auspicious times for Eid, start work, worship parents and elders. Also like 红包, we have tradition to give and take money from elders. So many. Well, I really do think...
You said Tamil, so is that in India?
Yes. Okay. I think it's really close, right?
Yeah. Maybe the south of India, I think.
Oh, yeah. So it's really close. I think for Chinese New Year, it's really similar. We also do red envelope, which is why you have to buy the envelope in advance before the New Year time. You don't want to give them money directly. That's just taking out the auspicious part and leaving only the money, just not right.
But so nobody gives cash anymore. I mean, you just send it digitally on WeChat.
That too. But I think for kids, it's still a nice idea.
They have an account too.
To wrap the money in a beautiful, fun-looking red envelope. Of course, you can use WeChat. It's just a little bit less ceremonial, less, I think, fun. Interchange gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
赵正义 saying 希望中华文化传播出去. I really share that too. And let's see. Greetings from Mongolia. Ooh. I'm just curious if Niu is Inner Mongolia, because I have once seen you stage with somebody who is Mongolian guy. Yes, I visited actually Xinjiang, and there are some Mongolian ethnicity living there as well, and it was really fun. They are very talented, and they have this amazing culture, and we talked a lot. And after that, I think for the New Year online concert, we've also interviewed a Mongolian ethnicity band. Yeah. Which is also
the Xinjun band. Very awesome.
Yeah, very awesome.
Nice culture, wonderful music, and just the personality. Most of the people I've met here in Beijing that were from Mongolia, I had a really good connection with. Very nice people.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm not from Inner Mongolia, but I have friends.
You could pass as a Mongolian.
I have many. I can.
Yeah.
I do really well in Mongolian costume for some reason because I've tried a different costume from different ethnic groups.
That's why I say you can pass.
And in our Mongolian ones are the best. It works really well. I don't know, because my round face.
Yeah,
And,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Perhaps I have a little bit of Mongolian blood in me as well.
It could be.
Could be. You never know.
Never know.
Anyway, thank all of you for these amazing questions. We're going to get back to the recording, but do not worry. After the recording, we'll continue talking to you guys. Right?
Yes, we will. Stay tuned.
Yes, please stay. 这是我第一次在中国过年，需要准备些什么吗？过节都一样呀，要大扫除，办年货，买新衣。我已经打扫好房间了，正在下单买零食，计划明天去逛街。哈哈，看来你万事俱备，就等过年啦。
So this is just a conversation about what are you doing for the New Year, pretty much, or how do you prepare for the festival. And yeah, I think maybe this year might be a little bit different, but generally every year it's pretty much the same.
Yes, and I think it covers the major part of preparing for the Chinese New Year in the conversation, which is really convenient because we're able to learn the vocab that we're going to need in the coming Spring Festival.
Yeah.
So let's get started with the first sentence. 这是我第一次在中国过年，需要准备些什么吗？
This is my first Spring Festival in China. Do I need to prepare anything? So, 这是 this is this, right? 我第一次 So, 我 this is was my or I.
我 can be I or my or
Right.
me or just anything.
第一次 is first time.
First time, 第一次。
And then 在中国过年, so this is Spring Festival, right, in China.
Well,
so in is 在, right?
yes, I think 过年 is more like a verb kind of phrase. So you say 要过年了. It's about we are about to spend the new year. So 过年 is like celebrate the new year, spend the new year. It's 过 carries the meaning of something past, but here it's more like a verb. So it's my first time. If you want to, you can translate it as this is my first time spending Spring Festival in China. But in English, don't need the spending.
No,
Right.
you say it's my first Spring Festival in
Yes.
China. 需要 so this is need, right?
需要
Yeah, 准备 this is prepare or
Yes.
get ready. 些什么 so this is anything, right?
Yes. So 什么 is what.
What.
And 些 is a some. So literally it's need,
What
prepare, some, what. So what, some, something. Need to prepare anything.
些什么
If, for example, you want to say, what are you writing? You can say 你在写什么? What are you writing? You can also say 你在写些什么? So 些 is kind of like some, what, some, something like that.
Okay.
You put it in the conversation, in the sentence. And then 过节都一样呀，要大扫除，办年货，买新衣。
So this is it's all the same, celebrating the holidays. We should do thorough cleaning, buy New Year goods, and also get some new clothes. All right, so let's see if I can get this. So 过节都 so this is Spring Festival all, right?
过节 is actually celebrating festival.
Oh, celebrating the festival. So
Yes.
it's weird because 国节 is also part of the 过年.
Exactly, like I have just said, 过 is to spend or to celebrate or to do, and 节 is festivals.
Yeah.
So if you're saying 过年, 年 is traditional Chinese New Year. So 过年 would be celebrating the Chinese New Year. Whereas, for example, 过情人节. So 情人节 is the Valentine's Day. So 过情人节 would be celebrate the Valentine's Day. And here, 过节 is like generally 过节 celebrating all the festivals.
So 国节, Spring Festival, 都一样. So this is like all the same.
Yes.
一样 is the same. 要大扫除.
大扫除.
大扫除. So 要 is like do, right? And 大扫除 is like cleaning.
Well, 要 is more like want to or you should. So if I say 我要, it's like saying I want. 我要一杯咖啡, I want a cup of coffee. 我要一本书, I want one book. But if I say 你要, it's no longer saying you want. It's saying, well, it's a little bit like saying you want.
It's like you want to do it, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit ordering, as you should do it. But in English, I think it's the same thing. When you're ordering someone, you're saying, you want to put the chairs over there.
Right.
You want to read it today. So, right? So, 要 is you should, or, yeah, something should be done.
You need to do this.
You need to
and
do
then
this and that.
办年货. This is like buy New Year's goods, right?
Yes, buy New Year's goods.
So here you have ban as opposed to my. Can we use my? Can we say my 年货?
You can totally say 买年货.
Awesome, cool.
Great.
And then my 新衣. So my again here is buy, and 新 is new, and then
New.
衣 is clothes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The funny thing about 办 is that as a verb, it is the kind of verb that you do not want to use use, or let's say be creative about. If you see it in 办年货, you stick it with 办年货. Don't use 办 to replace 买 in other occasions. People will not be able to understand you. You should make sure.
That's why I want to just use my everywhere, because it always means either buy or sell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always buy, by the way. Sell is another character. And
but the same word, guys. I mean,
It's
pronunciation is almost the same, right?
almost the same is not the same.
It's a different tone.
I think I'm just like trying to make it really hard for you, or for the wrong tone club today.
Oh yeah, that's my and my, right? There's
Yes, 买 would be buy and 卖 would be sell.
You hear that, guys? Same word, just a
Very
different tone,
different,
very different meanings.
Very different. It's just meaningless conversation over here.
Man.
Okay, so like I said, 办年货, it can only be used in this said phrase. So don't try to use it to replace 买 for other occasions. Or you can, like what Tony is doing very smart here, is use 买 for buy stuff.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Don't switch it up.
Yeah. And for the next sentence, 我已经打扫好房间了，正在下单买零食，计划明天去逛街。
So this is, I've cleaned the room and I'm placing an order for snacks. I plan to go shopping tomorrow. So 我已经, so this is I already, right? 打扫, or this is clean.
Clean.
And 好房间, so 房间 is room, right?
Yes.
So I'm assuming the 好 here is like I clean my room pretty good already.
Yeah, that's a great translation.
And then 正在, this is like the continuous tense, like you're in the process of doing something. 下单, so this is to place an order.
Perfect.
Right? And then 买零食, so 买 is buy and 零食 is should be like snacks, right?
Snacks.
But if you're placing an order, do you need to say buy next to it? Because I mean, in English, when you say you're placing an order, you assume that you're gonna, be buying it. So yeah, but here it says 下单买.
Well, I think if you say 我正在下单零食, it works as well.
It works too. Okay.
Yeah, but a more common way of saying it would be 下单买零食.
Okay.
买零食 is also considered a rather common phrase.
We could also say 正在买零食.
正在买零食, yes.
Without saying 下单.
You can say 正在买零食, but it's a little bit hard to understand because how can you 正在买零食 buying snacks right now and also having conversation?
Well, yeah, because you're on the phone and you're like, I'm buying it right now as we speak.
Exactly. If you say buy, you're buying, you're 买. But if you say 下单, it's more clear that you're actually placing an order online. Relatively speaking.
All right.
And 计划明天去逛街.
This is 计划 is like plan, yeah. 明天 is tomorrow. And then 去逛街, isn't this like go shopping?
Go shopping.
Okay, cool.
So for this person, the room cleaning is done. The purchasing of snacks is ongoing. And the buying new clothes is in the plan, in the calendar. And I think this is a really good sentence here because in this sentence you see the three different tense. You see the past tense or let's say the perfect tense, something has already.
The le is there
Yes.
for the past, 正在 is there for the present, and then for the future, this one's kind of tricky.
This one is a little bit tricky.
You have to say 以后, right?
You do have to say 以后. That's the thing in Chinese. Usually I would say that the Chinese sentence does not have a very clear sign of different tense. But apparently, I think the official definition of it is that Chinese language is a tenseless language. We don't really specify different tenses. We have different ways to say things happen in the past, happening right now, and will happen in the future. But there is no, let's say, different forms of verbs showcasing that.
That's a wonderful thing if you're learning a new language, I tell you. I mean, you could just say 明天, right? This means tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? So there's certain words that indicate the tense, I think.
But I know it will be difficult for you if grammatically you are very, very, very used to the idea of having tense, and it will be a little bit difficult, and that is why we have a little summary here telling you how to say different things. In your mind, when you're talking about a past tense scenario, you would know how to transfer that into Chinese. So, for past tense, I think one very easy one would be le.
Yeah, le.
Le suggests that this is something that's already done. And also, you can say 过. 过. We know 过 in itself is spent or celebrate a festival, like we've just said.
Yeah.
But it can also mean you have the experience of something. So if I say 我看过这本书, so 我看书, I read book. 我看过这本书, I've read this one. So that is a way of making it into something that has already happened.
So without saying the 过, could you just say 我看了, or can you use the le in this
You
one?
can.
Yeah.
我看了这本书.
Yeah, stick to the the one that's used the most often. I mean,
Yeah, but the difference here is that if you're using 过, you are stressing the experience part of the meaning. But le is saying something has happened.
Okay.
Okay, so le 和过 would be a good way. And of course, you can do what Tony has just said, is to give it a time reference. Yesterday, 昨天, 今天上午, this morning, 去年, last year. Anything like that would tell people that this is something happened in the past. And you do not even have to change the form of the verb. How convenient.
Yeah, it is.
And for the progressive tense, you can say, of course, 正在. That'll be easy one. 正在.
正在.
So 正在. 我正在写作业. I'm doing my homework right now.
Yes.
So 正在 is a little bit like right now, or like verb plus ing form.
Oh, 现在.
Or 现在. 现在 is now.
Yeah.
But it's hard to put 现在 in a sentence without sounding a little bit awkward.
Really?
You can say 现在正在. You can say 我现在正在吃饭.
Well, right now I'm eating, right?
Yes. But if you say 我现在吃饭, it just sounds a little bit awkward. And also, it can be a little bit confusing. But because if you say 我现在吃饭, you might be saying that I will start eating right now. So it's a little bit confusing.
Close enough.
Still, stick with 我正在吃饭. Because the purpose of language is to make sure people get what you're trying to say. So, like I said, you can say 我正在 or 我现在正在. And then the future tense. Future tense, you talked about 以后.
Yeah.
So, do you know how to say in the future, do you want to come to China?
以后你喜欢去中国?
No, you can say that. Yes.
Does that work?
It works.
Hey.
You can also say 以后你想来中国, put a 么 there to show it's a question.
Ah, yeah.
Because
I knew that.
If you would come to China instead of go to China.
Yeah, true, and then come is 来, right?
来.
Okay.
So that's 以后. I know technically speaking, do you want to come to China in the future? It's not a future tense sentence in English.
You can, but you can also ask it without it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying here is that if you put a time reference in the sentence, it's basically what all you need to do for tense, because it's grammatically a tenseless language.
Got it.
Okay, so that's for past, present, and future in Chinese. And apparently this person in the conversation has already done a lot of cleaning and is placing an order for snacks and is planning on going shopping in the future. So he's all set. And that is why the party he's talking to is saying, 哈哈，看来你万事俱备，就等过年了。
This is, well, haha, as you once indicated. It seems that everything is ready for you, just pretty much waiting for the Spring Festival. So, obviously, haha is haha, right?
LOL.
LOL.
Yeah.
看来, this is seems like.
Seems like.
Okay. And that's, kan is like seems or something you see, right? And then lai is like come. Right? So you put that together, I guess that means it seems like.
Yes.
你万事俱备. 万事俱备 is like 万事俱备 is I want everything
idiom.
is ready, right?
Yeah. 万事 is a 10,000 things. 俱 is all. 备 is ready. So we know that in Chinese, when you're saying 10,000 things, or sometimes even 3 things, you're actually suggesting everything, all the things. So 万事俱备, everything's there. 就等过年了.
就等, this is just waiting, right? 等 is wait. And then 过年, this is again the Spring Festival.
Yes.
And then 啦. What is this 啦?
La is a happy last particle you put in the sentence. 要过年啦, very happy, about to spend the traditional Chinese New Year, holidays, don't have to work. Will still post things on my personal account.
So that means she's still working on the Spring
I'm not working, I'm having fun with my friends online.
Oh, that's one way to look at it, yeah.
So la would be a happy particle you put at the end of the sentence.
All right.
Okay, so do you have any questions about the conversation?
At this point, no. You can try it.
All right, let's try it. I guess it's your first time spending, well, it's not, but it will be more suitable if you say it's your first time.
So you want me to go first? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, fine. 只是我第一次在中国过年，是要准备些什么吗？哦，是吗？是吗吗？
什么吗 works, yes. 过节都一样呀，要大扫除、办年货、买新衣。
我已经打扫好房间了，正在下单买零食，计划明天去逛街。
哈哈，看来你万事俱备，就等过年了。You're listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niu and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts by email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's continue talking about what are the preparations you do for your major festivals. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. And that is the first part of Takeaway Chinese. For this podcast, what we do is we always do it here. We on top of teaching Chinese, we tease each other a lot on the show. But for the first conversation, or for the first part, it is a conversation, a Chinese conversation. It is getting longer and longer.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, because I think after around 200 episodes, you make the conversation longer.
Yeah.
So that more people would be able to
everyone has joined us the entire time, right?
Yeah, so if you find it a little bit too hard, you can go listen to some previous episodes to, you know, get started there. You can find Takeaway Chinese. That is takeaway, one word, Chinese, one word, wherever you listen to your podcast. So the first step is always to learn to break down all the sentences, all the, let's say, tricky grammar points and the phrase and the things you can replace, things you cannot replace.
And hopefully you'll revisit some of the easier stuff.
Exactly.
Because you have new people coming to join and maybe they don't really know Chinese very well.
And by breaking it down, we can also do a little bit, cover a little bit of that as well. And at the same time, in the second part, we'll be discussing some, let's say, Chinese culture points related to the topic. For this one, of course, we are going to talk about what people usually do before the festivals, so it would be fun. But for today, since we are doing a live stream, which is my favorite, I would be able to talk to you guys in advance about what is happening. Let's say in front of the festivals. So yes, Giovanni's saying you get to wear red underwear when it's your New Year. Do you know what it means?
No idea. Haven't heard that one.
It's a very funny thing, actually. In the future, we are going to have a special episode about the idea of 本命年.
The monster?
本命年.
The monster, or the red color is supposed to scare away.
Okay, so
why would you wear that?
To start with, it is about the monster get scared away by red. But you know, the Chinese zodiac, the year you are born would give you your Chinese zodiac, 生肖啊. And when that year come again, so when you were 12 or 24, 36, something like that, the monster comes again. And you want to counteract the bad luck, which is why you need to wear red stuff. You can wear red underwear, red socks, red belt, something red.
Yeah,
it's fun, I think.
I knew somebody. She wore like a some kind of rope around her waist.
Oh yeah, that's a belt. That's not a rope.
It looked like a rope to me.
It actually is a rope. It's just serving as a belt. So yes, well yeah, I have seen that red rope in...
Oh, you don't wear that, huh?
I don't wear that.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to be some kind of good luck charm.
Some of really distant relatives, I've seen that.
Very distant, huh?
Very
not very close to you, right?
No. I think it's not a very fashionable choice, but it's a very traditional Chinese choice, and it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Happy New Year to Chin as well. And we have Christian saying, learn Chinese, boss, give many... Yes, I've read that, but I'm reading it again. Give many red envelopes to the team, including me and Tony. Give us some red envelopes. And Chuck's thanking us for the lecture. You're very, very welcome. Very happy to see that. And we see Luki saying hi from Mongolia. Happy to see that.
Hello,
and Zhao
hello.
Zheng saying, 我需要英语提升. I'm learning English. You should start a show teaching English.
Teaching English?
Yeah, I can be your student for a change.
Yeah, that'll be kind of fun.
Well, totally.
Lots of idioms and expressions.
Oh, I would love that.
Probably the wrong ones.
You know, I always make tiny mistakes when it's English idioms.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes I use in instead of at. Sometimes I just mess it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes I don't say anything. I just let her keep making the mistakes again because I like to hear them.
Yeah, because it makes him... He finds it funny.
I know, but I'm a rotten student, I know.
And sometimes you make fun of me.
Yeah.
Well, but that's okay. And yeah, it'll be totally a fun show. We should start another show.
Maybe, yeah.
Christian saying, in my country for the festival, we eat the bosses if they don't give hongbao.
Eat the
Just
bosses.
kidding. Good. Thank you. I was reading that. I'm like, what?
That's awesome.
It's like a movie.
Yeah. That's the cue. That's his cue of saying you need to give the students the hongbao.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you guys saying that? Let me know.
You're the teacher.
And we have hongbao, got some beautiful designs during the New Year. That's true. That's why. I think it's because I've seen the pictures of the red envelope, the actual envelopes.
Yeah.
You see this cute animated ox on it, bulls on it, and some of them are even three-dimensional.
Yeah, I've seen some
very beautiful,
really cool envelopes, and they look like the amount of money that was in it was almost the same price as the actual hongbao itself.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really nice.
You should sell your hongbao, you know.
Or
Get
just
more
keep it
money
for next year, yeah.
Yeah, and you see that when I was a kid, it'll be very, I'll say, it makes me very happy if I get a beautiful, outstanding envelope. I'll show it off.
It's like, don't throw it away. I want that back as soon as you get the money out. Just send it back to me.
That'll work. And 40 saying, 你们非常棒. You guys are awesome. 谢谢你们. Thank you. Ooh, let's do this for all of you who are watching the live stream. In the future, when you want to say 非常棒, very great. For this year, you say 真牛.
真牛.
Niu, yeah, because Niu can
Very
be awesome.
Ox.
Very ox. Very bullish.
Very ox, okay.
Yes, so 真牛 can also be awesome. So yeah, one new word for you today. And wow, I'm getting many messages showering me. Thank you guys so very much. Tariel is talking about New Delhi, the capital of India, has very good restaurants in which I'll say tandoori chicken is available, and Chinese food is also very good. You visit the city here and then go for a tour of the Taj Mahal. The whole world comes to see the Taj Mahal. When you will arrive, I'm waiting for you. I will.
Oh man, yeah. See, I think I mentioned I'd like to eat everything there.
Yeah, it's very appealing.
That tandoori chicken, I wasn't a vegetarian all my life, but I am now. But still, the curries in India are amazing. Love it.
Yeah, that sounds great. And Christian saying at least the 40% of people in the world share Mongolian genes for the expansion of the Mongolian Empire and
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, reproductive rate they have it in the places they conquest. So it's very possible you have gene too, Niuniu. Yeah, I think so.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I knew it.
It solves my question and my puzzle in my heart. Why am I so good looking in those costumes? It's even better than my own clothes. I'm like, wow, I should be wearing this all the time, not only for the live stream. Thank you, Christian. That's very revealing. 赵正义 saying 主播是最美的人，传播文化给的都是正能量。Thank you. He's saying that you guys rock and you guys are the hosts of the show and you share the amazing culture. You share the positivity and optimism.
And a little bit of realism. You know, you got to throw that in there a little bit.
From Tony, he's balancing me out. And what Christian saying, 我老师 teach me that 要 is for strong desire to want and 想 for other not so stronger one. Yeah, 要 would be like I want something, like your teacher said, strong desire. 我想 is I am thinking. It's towards that.
No,
so,
想 is think, right?
I would say 想 is a little more polite.
Softer, huh?
Softer. If you tell someone, 我想要一杯咖啡, I'd like to have a cup of coffee. It's polite. If you say, I want a cup of coffee, 我要一杯咖啡, you're being a little bit too direct and you're ordering them to give you something. It's almost like that.
Oh man, I do that all the time. I didn't even know it.
Well, with... You
I'm a foreigner though, so I can do that.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, he doesn't know Chinese. You know, we know what he wants to say. It's all right.
You can say 我要, just 我想要 would be softer, and 我想 like softer.
Oh.
Okay, so many of you, so many comments for today. Thank you guys so much. And we have Christian saying time forms and verbs is the nightmare for foreigners in Spanish language. We have so many irregular verbs that change the word with the time. I know, I'm secretly learning French tiny little bit of French, and yeah, the verb forms has have basically stopped me. It's too hard.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I took Spanish when I was in high school, and yeah, when the verbs change and all of that, it becomes really complicated.
It's really complicated.
But English is also, you don't realize how difficult English is until you start trying to teach it to people, and you're like, man, this is hard. You know?
And for us, we didn't really have the sense of grammatic tense before, and starting learning English and then French and then Spanish, you realize, you're changing the form of verbs? Are verbs supposed to be, verbs?
Yeah.
Why are there so many variations? Are there transformers or something? It's too hard. Really too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're talking about learning Chinese here. You can understand it as a perk. You don't have to talk about all the forms of verbs.
Yeah, but that doesn't get you the sentence structure in Chinese, will.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes the sentence structure is like, what? Why is this happening?
Yeah, that is the hard part. But good thing is, when you're talking in Chinese, most of the times, if you change the order of your words, as long as you speak in long sentences, in long paragraphs, people will be able to understand you, even if sometimes you mess up the ordering of the words a little bit. Okay, so that's about the Chinese language and the questions we have on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for doing that, for showering us with nice and great comments.
So there's some things that Chinese people do to prepare for this holiday, right?
Yes, and that's what we're going to talk about in the Takeaway Chinese recording part. You can continue giving comments and asking questions, and after the recording, we'll get back to you. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin with Tony in the studio. So Tony, do you know what are the must-do, some of the must-do, before the traditional Chinese New Year? 中国人过年前一定要做的事情有什么?
I've heard some really interesting rituals. Is there one where you're not supposed to like wash your hair or something, or
cut your hair?
Cut your hair. Okay, there was don't cut your hair.
And the cutting hair is actually not before Chinese New Year.
And you're not supposed to clean something for a while until something happens? Or?
Okay, I think you've been lectured about many of the fun things or fun ancient superstitions that we sometimes don't honor anymore. But anyway, those are for the actual 过年 period.
Okay.
It was for the actual spring festival period of time or the traditional Chinese New Year period of time. But before that, we actually do a lot of other stuff as well. So, for example, 扫房子 is a thing you must do. You have to celebrate the traditional Chinese New Year with your clean house. So 扫 would be 打扫, clean, and 房子 is a house literally. So 扫房子 would be one thing, and 写对联.
写对联 this is 写对联.
写春联 or 写对联 would be write your couplet for the spring festival, because you stick it on both sides of your door, and it's for good luck.
To scare away the scary monster too, right?
That too. And also you have to settle your debts. Do you know why is that?
Why?
Because if you owe people money during the spring festival period of time, during the very beginning of the traditional Chinese New Year, then you will be in bad luck. You have to settle your debts before the coming traditional Chinese New Year so that you can have a clean slate, start fresh, a lucky New Year.
How do you do that if you have a mortgage? I mean, if you have a mortgage, that's a lot of money that you can't settle.
That is why I said these are some superstitions we do not honor anymore. But it's mainly for people. If you owe money to the bank, you owe money to the bank. But you cannot owe money to individual.
Okay.
And it's fun. It's fun to know these things. And like Tony has asked, it's sometimes some of the traditions are hard to honor.
Wasn't there something like if you use water to wash something, it will wash away
your
fortune or something, so you can't wash, right?
Well, I think, again, that is during the New Year. It's not before the New Year. It's not in the preparation stage. 不是准备期间啊. And also, I have never ordered that. I always clean stuff every day, especially during the under the, I'll say, effect of the pandemic. It's very important to always wash your hands.
Yeah, gotta be clean.
Always wash your hands.
How long is this period of where you don't wash until?
I think 1 day.
So okay, no day.
Not too bad. And one other thing is that when you're celebrating traditional Chinese New Year or when you're preparing for it, the reunion dinner is very important. We say 年夜饭很重要. 年夜饭 would be the traditional Chinese New Year Eve dinner.
年夜.
对，年夜，年 we know is the year, and 夜 is night or evening. So 年夜饭 is the, let's say, Spring Festival Eve dinner or New Year's Eve dinner, and you have to buy stuff for it, prepare meat, prepare fish. Fish is important because we say 年年有余, every year have a fish. No, every year has surplus. So have abundant material every year, abundant stuff, life support every year. Did you eat a fish every year? Actually, I do. I love fish. Every chance I got, I'll grab, well, it's not grab a spoon. It's more like grab a chopstick. Okay. It's strange. Anyway, I do that. And you would also buy some lucky food, including tangerine, including rice cake, 年糕. So these are all the things that you need to prepare. But why are they lucky? Because 年糕is the name of rice cake, and it has the Chinese character 高, the pronunciation of it in it, and 高 would suggest you can 步步高升, every step go further. It's just that you are going to thrive. Your life, your career, your study would be better and better, higher and higher level. Wow. Okay. We play with words a lot. Yeah. Yes. So all these things are something that you need to prepare before the festival. And like I said, it's really similar preparing for festivals, no matter what festivals you are preparing for. The main idea is to be happy when you're celebrating it, have all the things that you need, and have some good luck sign in your life. Yeah, I think that would be, it's the passing of 1 year coming into another. I think most people are pretty happy about that, surviving 1 year, especially the one last year. So it's just being happy about the future. Yes, be happy about the future and prepare for a special traditional Chinese New Year for you too. And that is the recording of the show. I think I have some more comments coming in. Let's see if you guys are here asking. Oh, some of you asked about the live streaming time. Usually we live stream 4 days out of a week. So basically Mondays we prepare for everything, and there will be a live stream Tuesday. I do it myself. And for Wednesday you will be able to see Yo-Yo most of the time. She'll be live streaming. She likes to live stream outdoors, so you can catch her there. And on Thursday it'll be me and Tony in the studio bring you this kind of live stream. And on Friday Yu is out there showing you a Chinese exhibition or a special or anything at all, just fun. Nuts in a supermarket apparently. Well, that is also the 办年货 part, purchasing for your Chinese New Year. So some fun content, so hopefully you guys can enjoy that. And we try to cover different time zones so that more of you would be able to catch us. So there are some morning days, so there are some afternoon days when it comes to live streams. Yeah. And we have questions asking where we are. We are in Beijing right now, and we're ready to get get into the Spring Festival period of time.
Yes, ready to get away from work.
Yeah, but
and stay at home and do nothing.
Oh, one thing we forgot to say about preparation is that before a major festival or holiday here, we would prepare for the shows. So we prepare.
Oh, you have to pre-record all the shows.
Yeah, pre-record. That's something we do as well. So during the festival period of time, do not worry. Even though we are not going to be in the studio a lot of time, you guys are still going to have to be able to enjoy a lot of material and content.
So if you read between the lines, that means that we have to do a lot of recording beforehand.
Yeah.
So that way we can actually take that week off.
Yeah, that is why we hope you can really enjoy those content. And if you do, please like and share and comment much as possible. That is the motivation that is encouraging us to continue doing this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and thank you guys so very much for spending this a little bit more than an hour with us. And hopefully in the future, every time, if you turn on the notification on this page, every time we're here, you will be able to find us. And hopefully we can see you next time. Thank you so much.
Looking forward, guys.
Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye.